roles that did exist yesterday won't exist in a few years' time. I think that's an opportunity. That's literally my worst nightmare. All right, let's do this. Let's go. So there's a common myth with apprenticeships that they're a really structured pathway that you can't change and adapt, and actually it's been something that's probably been holding the apprenticeship back for a lot of businesses. What Pareto have developed over the last year is how can we really customise pathways and apprenticeship schemes so they're really relevant for day-to-day role, talking in a business's language. So in the sales environment, for example, using decision makers and deals that are going to be relevant to that specific individual, or if you're in the digital world, making sure that the projects that you're working on are really relevant to the industry that you're in. So what Pareto has done is redesigned our onboarding process so that it doesn't feel like you're going on something that's really generic. Right now, over 90% of jobs require at least one digital skill, and actually a lot of jobs require way more than just one. Like take working in a factory. You might not have actually interacted with anything digital, you might not have actually logged onto a computer. Those roles now require you to be looking at data consistently, being able to use certain types of software, and there's quite a lot of noise around AI and how it can be implemented in an apprenticeship. And is there an AI specific apprenticeship? But what we've realised is actually it's not about giving people a specific prompting class. You can go and get those online for free, but it's in your role today, how can we teach you the fundamental skills using AI, but to get you the right kind of results that are going to deliver the best possible outcomes in your role. Now there's so much at your fingertips, it's how can we help organisations and learners utilise that to be more efficient and get the best results possible. We operate in 4 really key structured swim lanes, which are sales and commercial, what we're best known for, what we've been delivering for a number of years, and we've got really good heritage there. However, what our client base was asking for and what the market was showing us was that there was a huge opportunity in the marketing space, which again lends itself really well to sales. And then naturally, a lot of our clients were within the technology sector, and we noticed that actually even businesses that weren't in the technology sector were looking for ways in which they could develop their digital skills, their data capabilities. Every single role now, pretty much, that we see is interacting with data in some form of way. So to really help businesses transform and change, the digital sector was something that we couldn't really ignore. And then we also have our leadership and management function, which is helping businesses prepare either new leaders for role or developing, senior existing ones. How can we help businesses lead with data and AI and make data-driven decisions and understand their businesses from a data perspective as well as from a people perspective? So I think if a business is looking to drive change today, I think obviously we've had the recent budget, which now we've got the skills and growth levy. Currently your levy pot is held for 24 months. That's going to be reducing down to 12. So that will be 12 months of funding that won't be being stored up. With your national insurance saving contributions, that's currently set at apprentices that are at 21 or under. That is raising to 25. And the third one is that the co-funding that the government were doing at 95% is now being reduced down to 75%. So there's some big things coming into play, which means now is the time to act. I think where Pareto have excelled with our endpoint assessments is that from the start of the apprenticeship, so making sure that you're joining the right apprenticeship for you and that it's the right fit, but then it's the care and support they get throughout. Our coaches literally live and breathe the apprenticeship world and the specific disciplines that they sit within. And then at the end of the process, we've got an awesome team which really makes sure that all of our learners are really prepared and ready to get to that endpoint assessment and get the best grade possible. Cut. How do you do that? Cut.